Hello and welcome. This video is an update to the original introduction to Workflow version 4 that was launched in December 2018. As a quick recap, basically Workflow is an application that simplifies estimating and job management for printers and sign makers. As outlined in the diagram above, Workflow covers the complete life cycle of a job from estimating to job management right through to invoicing. And you will find that it makes estimating and job management both simple and enjoyable. And we all know it is often the print or sign company that gets that quotation in there first that wins the job. Saved templates for popular jobs give Workflow users a big advantage in this regard. Here I will create both a sign and a print estimate for John Smith. Each one will be generated using a saved template. To create a business card quotation, we simply choose the business card color two sides from the template drop-down list and calculate our quotation. And as you can see, our prices have been generated within seconds. Similarly, for a sign quotation, we will choose a 4x4 cardboard sign. This time we will reduce the quantities to just 1 and 2 and calculate as before. Note our numbered estimates are displayed on the bottom left corner. And creating our quotation email is incredibly easy. And as you can see, our PDF email is automatically and instantly created based on our preferences. And the quotation PDF can be designed to match the branding of each specific business. To send the quotation email, simply switch to the email view, select the quotation and click the Send Selected Email button as shown. The next step is to convert an estimate to an order. I will now convert 500 of the business card estimate to an order. Here I simply click the relevant trolley cart button. This opens the Convert to Order view. Note that by clicking the B shortcode button, we can enter additional text that will not appear on any communications with the customer. This will be displayed internally only. Here it is also possible to override the quantity, price, description, and we can set our deadline, day and time, and also enter an optional customer order number. We can even send an order confirmation to our customer. This may be useful in some circumstances. Again, this is created and sent like any other email from within the application. Each staff member can monitor their jobs via the internal job list. There is a separate job list for print and sign jobs. In this case, I have clicked the print icon and here we can see the estimate that I have just converted to an order. Note that while there are 4 job states displayed here to the right, DS for designed, OO for proofed, PR for printed and NF for notified, these states are in fact created by each individual sign or print company who uses the application. A total of 20 states can in fact be created. And the states can also be set up as triggers for other actions. One action that can be triggered by a state is a customer notification by email or text that their job is ready. Here I have switched back to the customer entry view. I will click the notification icon and set the notify customer and job completion checkbox on and select the email option. The next step is to choose a job state that will trigger this notification text or email message. Here we switch to the customer notification preferences view. Here you can see that the print state trigger is set to notified. That means when notified is marked as completed, an email will be sent notifying our customer that the job in question is ready. The actual message sent is controlled by the message text at the bottom of this preferences view. I will now switch back to my print jobs list and set this job 1010 to notified. This will trigger the notification email in this case. And in the case of notification emails, there is no need to release this email as it will be sent automatically. Now that we have our job complete and notification sent to our customer, the next step is to create an invoice. Here we simply click the invoicing icon. We can select John Smith and refresh their orders. Note that there is just one order at the moment. Here we can edit the order description, the price, and add an optional discount if we wish, and then add that line item to our invoice. And similar to other tasks, when we click the Post Invoice button, our PDF invoice is automatically generated, and of course we can send that to our customer as with any other email by selecting it and clicking the Send Selected Emails button. And switching to the Transactions view, we can see that the invoice has been added to the list automatically. We can now add a payment for John Smith. Selecting the Enter Payment pop-up menu item automatically opens the transaction view where we simply enter the amount paid. We can optionally create a receipt, and this is emailed in exactly the same way as any other PDF document. And we can double check that our payment has been entered by switching back to the transactions view. Here we can see it at the bottom of the list. A statement is easily created by simply selecting the Create Single Customer Statement from the transactions view. And as you can see, our PDF statement is created instantly. And again, it is emailed like any other PDF document. And we can select customers at random from this list and generate statements. All we need to do is simply highlight them by holding down the Option key on the keyboard and then choosing the red Create All Customers Statements icon. And as you will notice from the email list, 3 additional statements have been generated. We can view the attachment, the actual statement attached to any of these emails by selecting the View Attachment pop-up menu icon. And the user of the application has complete control of the design of each of the PDF documents used within the application. JPEG images can be added and custom colors created. Before moving away from invoicing, I should add that it is also possible to create recurring invoices. This functionality is ideal for any businesses involved in web hosting or domain registration, for example. Creating a recurring invoice is simply a matter of selecting the original invoice, choosing a repeat frequency, and an end option if relevant, or to leave the invoice repeating indefinitely. We can also choose to release this invoice either automatically or to release it manually. Separately, another new feature is the option to add outsourced items to a quotation. Here I will create a die-cut wedding invite quotation for our fictitious SpongeBob. To add the outsourced item, tick the outsourced icon in the top right of the quotation area. Here you can add one outsourced item per quotation unit, or in this case simply a one-off fixed cost. And you can add your standard margin or a specific margin that you can set to 0 if you wish. We will then add finishing options and calculate our quotation as usual. You can view a quotation breakdown by clicking the Quote Details button, or before we click Calculate, if we tick the Quotation Breakdown checkbox. Here we can see the outsourced item has been added at a fixed rate to each quantity. The price includes our margin. And we can then go ahead and email this quotation as usual. While a unit cost is the default for a signed quotation, this can also be added to a print quotation by simply ticking the unit cost checkbox as shown. Briefly, another feature in the latest update is the option to override a calculated price. This option is set in the Preferences section. Here we simply tick the Enable Price Override checkbox. This action makes the Auto Price fields editable. It is important not to press Calculate after entering a custom price. After clicking the email icon, note that our custom price now appears on the PDF estimate. Another feature request was an option to add alternative unit costs. These are unit costs that are not tied directly to the quotation quantity. To demonstrate this, I will create a quotation from a saved template for a 24-page magazine. Here I will click the unit cost icon and include a design cost per page that will be applied to each quantity in the quotation. There is also an option to add a margin or standard margin to this cost. This is not necessary in this case, so we'll set it to 0. Again, after calculating the quotation, note from the quotation breakdown that our 50 times 24 cost has been applied to each quantity. That will be our total cost for design in this case. Before concluding, I should point out that an unlimited number of contacts can be added to each customer. These can be selected directly from the quotation view. Their mobile or landline number is displayed underneath their name. Customer contacts are entered from the customer entry window. Here select the small customer contact icon where you can edit or enter a new contact. Workflow version 4 is available as a single user application and as a client-server multi-user application. The license cost for the single user version is €25 per month plus VAT, while the license cost for the multi-user version is €75 per month plus VAT.
Support and installation for each option is included in the above costs. Please contact us for more information.
So in this updated introduction video, I have outlined some of the existing and many of the new features now available in Workflow version 4. If you would like to see other related videos, I invite you to check out the workflow section on explorepixis.com. Thank you.